Okay, hi everybody. I am let me get this out. I don't want to give you guys any hints just yet. I'm so terribly excited for this video. Welcome if you are new here. Welcome back if you are returning. Today we have a silicone cuddle head blank kit box opening. Yeah, that's a mouthful. I know I told you guys that I was gonna hold off on painting silicone, but I totally had a change of heart and I'm incredibly excited to get started. So if the camera is a little shaky, I have the tripod set up a little bit differently and it's casting a bit of a shadow. So my apologies for that, but I will make sure that you can see everything perfectly. Trust me, I will. Um, so let's get right into it, guys. So I'm gonna take the baby out of the box just so that we don't have the extra material blocking our way. And I'm going to get the box and put it out of our way. Okay, I'm back. I got the box out of our way. And it has this beautiful little sticker. I thought it was really cute. And here is our baby. So it's just a cuddle head. Plastic is on here really well. Yeah, it's just a cuddle head. But here is our really precious baby. So guys, this is Jackie. Jackie was sculpted here. Actually, as I explained this to you, I can pull this back out. Well, I'll call it the baby Jackie, but the actual name is Jackson. And Jackson was sculpted by Melody in Gold, and it's actually produced and poured into silicone by Silicone Studio 2. So here is the adorable little face. When I tell you guys, I am so excited to start painting this baby. The mouth needs some opening. So I will attempt to do that. The baby looks a little bigger on camera than it is. It's a 12-inch baby. As you can see, she kind of fits in the palm of my hand. And I know smaller babies can be hard to practice on, but I'll tell you guys, the bigger the silicone baby, the more expensive the kit. So, I wanted to start slow. I will be having more box openings. I do have a couple more practice babies in the work. They'll be on the way. But you can see she's got her sculpting here. And I say she because I totally see a girl, but she could definitely be either or. Either or a boy or a girl, but it'll be a girl once I paint her. And I think that she is so cute. I'm so excited. So that's one thing I want to show you because this video will be jam packed with a lot of good things. So that's one thing I wanted to show you guys. Another thing that I never got to show you was the baby that was sent to me by Magdalena, which is also silicone. So I have it in this jar because this jar will allow the baby to soak. I've had the baby in this jar for a few days now, actually. But here, I'm trying to make sure I don't show anything on here. But here is the baby. I'm not going to take it out of the jar because I still want the baby to soak. But here is the baby. You can see her little face. And here is her little back. And yeah, so Magdalena sent me this when she sent me the hair from Massage Reroot. I'm not sure if I ever made an official video to showcase his reroot, but he was showcased in another video. I believe he was in Baby Atlas's video where I brought him on. So if you would like to see Massai's new hair, click on over to that video and he does make his debut in that video. But this will be one of my practice babies as well. So thank you so much to Magdalena for that. Okay, I also wanted to show you guys this, which maybe if you don't paint, this may not be interesting to you, but I thought it was ultra interesting. So hold on, give me a second to rearrange everything really quickly here. Okay, so with silicone, here, I'm going to move the baby because that's the only way you guys will be able to, I could get all this in the frame. Hold on just a second. Hold on, yeah, I'm going to pause, okay? Okay, I know we have a shadow, so I apologize about that. But with silicone, you have to make sure, you know what, actually, I'm going to take, well, you can leave it on the tripod. I don't want the frame to be messed up or anything. With silicone, you have to make sure that everything has no latex that you're using, because latex will stop the paint from curing. So you have to test every product you're going to use. I have all this array of products because you have to test everything. So, oh, okay. So I tested the silicone, or this like lip gloss applicator, and I believe it cured. I don't see anything on it, like any leftover paint. The paint feels nice and dry. Sorry about that. The paint feels very dry to me, which lets me know that yes, it did cure. I also tested the spatula, and as you can see, the paint is dried on there. I tested a Whisper cosmetic wedge, the little one, because there's two. We'll get to that one in a second. And you can see here, I'm so sorry, guys. You know, when you do videos in the house, you have just unlimited interruptions. That's another reason why I like to record outside. Their interruptions are a lot less. But okay, so I have the little Whisper, and as you can see, it's pretty much it's cured. Like, it's not wet. It's a smooth, even layer. You can see there. Okay, but let's look at the big one. It didn't cure, guys. You see that? It's pulling up. It's wet. It's still sticky. It's still sitting right on top. Right on top. So this you cannot use. Maybe it may not have latex, but it may have another ingredient like sulfur, which I know is two different chemicals, sulfur and sulfur. And sulfur you also cannot have in any products that you're going to use, because it can inhibit the paint. And as you guys can see, look at how wet my fingers are now. So that one is a no-go, but I still paint my vinyl. So it is a yes go for vinyl, because, that really doesn't matter for vinyl. I think I showed you guys this one. As you can see, same like the other one. It cured right on the top. It's not wet. It's not gushy. I also have this one here. It also cured. I put a lot of paint on it because the sponge texture is very different. But as you can see, it definitely did cure. It's not wet. It's not gushy. It's not spilling. You guys just are seeing the paint that's kind of like clunked on there. But I'm gonna definitely make sure that it's cured. Because I don't want to use anything that, because I feel like these two cured a little bit better, these two here. I also ordered one more just in case none of this worked. So I'll play around with that one because I don't know. It looks cured, but when I get done recording, I'm gonna wash my hands so that I can see if it's giving us some trouble or not. I tested this wooden spoon, and it's shiny because it's silicone, but as you can see, it cured beautiful. I tested some sea sponges. They both cured very well. I tested another kind of sponge. It cured. These, I really don't know. I think, yeah, that's on my finger now. Sorry, guys. But, here, let me get that off. I think it did. It's kind of hard to tell on the black. I would really have to play around with that. I think it cured on here too. It's not wet. Well, maybe it is. I can't tell. I don't think it's wet. That's what I'll say about that. Then I tested these little medicine cups. It is still, no, it's dry. It's dry. And it's cured in there. Tested this little bowl. It's dry and it's cured. And last but not least, I tested this little plastic bag that I'm going to use as my glove. I didn't want to go through the whole rigmarole of trying to find gloves, and that cured as well. So I have one more treat in this video. I'm going to show you guys my supplies that I've acquired over the last week or so, as far as paint and all that good stuff, and I will come right back, okay? Okay, so first things first, I have this little storage tub here, and I will use this to help me like soak the babies and store the babies so that they don't acquire any lint. As you can see, I also have two spray bottles in there that I'll use to prep the kit with like naphtha, alcohol, acetone, and then I have two little bottles that I was thinking about putting my part A and part B in, but I haven't quite yet decided. And then back over here, we have part A and part B. There you guys can see the two black sponges. I cut a small piece. Here they are. I don't know if those are a go or not. I'm thinking that it's a no for those. And then you can see my lipstick applicator from the spatula that I showed you in the little tub. I also have this Cardell sanding kit tool. It's like what you use when you remove paint from silicone. You have to sand it down. You can't just um like take a solution like you can with vinyl. You have to actually sand it off. So I got this to make it a little bit easier for me. And then over here, well, actually, I'll keep the camera over here. I have this little bag of syringes and cups. And then I have sandwich bag. You guys seen that already. It came with like I don't know how many 150 little oh, sorry about that. It came with like 150 little bags from there. And then these are some of the sponges I showed you guys already. And then this is a 4-pack of tweezers. You need that to pick any lint or dust or crumbs off of the baby. I have toothpicks, which will help me with mixing the paint. This is that set of bowls that you guys see me test. Here are just some cheap little paintbrushes that I got from Amazon. And here, and I was surprised, but these are receipt stands. And this is what I'm going to use to put Jackie's head on so that I'm not touching the paint while it's wet. But it actually like comes out of here and it creates that. You would think not because again it kind of fits in my hand, but it really does. And then here is the box of the little yellow sponges. And then here is my tray of paint well, and then my pigment. I can't wait to get into that. That's everything, guys. So I'm gonna get the little baby, show you guys one more time, and now I have made this big old mess, but this is the baby I'm gonna be working on. When she looks presentable and like something, I'll bring her back for updates. Of course, guys. Of course I will. So thank you so very much for watching this video. I'm new at a lot of things. You know, I'm new at painting vinyl. I'm new at painting silicone. So I may not know everything, but I'm definitely willing to share what I have learned across the way, or along the way, rather. So if you have any questions, please comment down below, and I will definitely get back to you. And of course, I will definitely keep you guys updated. So I hope this video was a little more fun, a little more interesting, gave you guys a little something different. I hope you're just as excited as I am. When the other kids come, I definitely will come back with a box opening for those as well and show you guys those as well. But for now, that is everything I have. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hate to say it, but please like the video if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much. You have a great rest of your day, your week, and your weekend. Bye-bye.